Welcome to this explanator of the BCom 2 Ecom framework. I am absolutely thrilled you're here. If you're a focused learner looking for a step-by-step blueprint to build a profitable online brand in 2026, you are in the exact right place. We're going to break down this comprehensive 120-page guide into a really simple, highly actionable system that you can literally start using today.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The author of this framework, he started with absolutely zero experience. Coming from a low-income background, he was completely overwhelmed by the usual traditional education and career paths, and he was just desperately searching for a way to gain some financial control. He started out with basic dropshipping and, honestly, faced a lot of failures. But eventually, he hit this massive realization that changed everything for him. If you build a store, you make sales. But if you build a brand, you build an asset. And that is the core philosophy we're unpacking today. It's all about building a scalable asset that gives you ultimate control over your own future.
So here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the modern brand opportunity, the one product strategy, crafting a premium identity, the organic content engine, and finally scaling to true ownership. All right, let's jump in.
First up, Section 1, the modern brand opportunity.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer global scale of this opportunity. And the reason this worldwide marketplace is so incredibly accessible right now, the barrier to entry has just completely collapsed. Seriously, thanks to artificial intelligence and all these intuitive modern digital tools, the traditional learning curve has been slashed by like 80%. You literally don't need to be a complex coder or some professional graphic designer anymore to build something that looks and operates like a massive million-dollar global brand.
But, and this is crucial, how you approach this market is everything. Look at this stark contrast here. On one side, we have the traditional dropshipping model. It's this exhausting hamster wheel of chasing fleeting trends, competing purely on price, relying heavily on super expensive ads, and suffering from really low margins. On the other side, we have brand building. This is where you focus on solving a specific problem for a specific audience. You build real trust, you leverage free organic content, and you enjoy much higher margins. Basically, a dropshipping product might get you some short-term cash, but a brand creates long-term opportunity and true sustainability.
Moving on to Section 2, the one product strategy.
To kick things off, you need a niche. And the absolute best beginner-friendly niches for 2026 are kitchen and dining, pet supplies, baby products, office and productivity, and home improvement. Notice a trend here. You really don't need a groundbreaking, complex technological invention. You just need to pick an everyday niche where customers already exist and are consistently spending money to solve their daily frustrations. Think about a constantly shedding dog or a totally disorganized fridge. If you can solve that everyday annoyance, you've got yourself a real business.
And within that everyday niche, you are going to find your hero product. What is that? Well, it's a single, practical item that solves a crystal clear problem and acts as the anchor for your entire brand's identity. Starting with just one hero product is honestly the absolute smartest strategy you can take. Why? Because it makes your marketing incredibly clear. When a customer lands on your site, there is absolutely zero confusion about what you do or what you sell. That clarity builds immediate customer trust, and trust is the absolute foundation of every single sale.
Which brings us to Section 3, crafting a premium identity.
So the crucial point here is getting your pricing right from day one, $29 to $49. This right here is your ultimate beginner pricing sweet spot. Pricing a product below $25 makes it really tough to scale because your profit per sale is just too tiny to reinvest in the business. On the flip side, jumping straight above $50 usually requires a luxury-level brand identity, and that takes a lot of time to build. This $29 to $49 range, that allows for healthy, confident scaling right out of the gate.
Within that sweet spot, targeting a 30 to 60% profit margin is vital for your mindset. You absolutely must price for profit and sustainable scaling, not out of fear. A lot of beginners price their items way too low because they're terrified no one's going to buy them. But remember the psychology of pricing. A premium brand confidently charges for the value, the relief, and the convenience it provides to a customer's daily life, not just the raw materials it took to make the actual product.
Now, to justify that premium price, you obviously need a premium look. But I want to assure you right now, you do not need a graphic design degree. Just follow the premium branding formula. Keep your logo super simple and text-based. Select exactly 3 colors that match the vibe of your niche. Use just 2 clean, modern fonts across your entire website. And most importantly, rely heavily on natural lifestyle imagery. A premium aesthetic doesn't come from flashy, complicated graphics. It comes entirely from clean, confident simplicity and showing your product being used by real people in real-life settings. Let's dive into Section 4, the Organic Content Engine. The absolute secret to organic growth on platforms like TikTok and Reels lies in this incredibly simple, psychological three-step video structure. Step 1, problem awareness. This is your hook. Show the messy car or the tangled cords under the desk. Step 2, product demonstration. Show your hero product fixing that exact problem in a matter of seconds. And step 3, the payoff. Show the beautiful, organized, totally stress-free result. This structure is so powerful because it actually triggers the viewer's mirror neurons. They see a problem they relate to, they imagine the solution happening in their own life, and that feeling naturally drives them to buy.
And this brilliantly illustrates how you put that psychology into daily action. It's called the weekly posting blueprint. With this, you never have to wake up and guess what to post. Day 1 is problem awareness. Day 2, a product demo. Day 3 is a calming lifestyle shot. Day 4, you show customer reviews for social proof. Day 5, teach a helpful tip for your niche. Day 6, just repeat whichever angle performed best that week. And Day 7, you show a behind-the-scenes personal connection. This structured 7-day plan completely removes all the guesswork and naturally guides a viewer from first discovering your brand all the way to trusting you enough to make a purchase.
Now, speaking of getting people to buy, I want to drop a truly surprising fact on you. Having your videos go viral is fantastic, but an incredible 35% of a successful brand's revenue actually comes from the boring stuff. Yep, specifically automated email marketing. Your short-form social content brings people in the door, but it's your automated welcome sequences and abandoned cart emails working silently in the background that capture a massive portion of your total sales. Seriously, whatever you do, do not ignore setting up your emails.
All right, final stretch. Section 5, scaling to true ownership.
Let's move to this and see how it all builds, because the math on scaling is just undeniable. Let's say you're selling your hero product for $34.99. Under the dropshipping model, which again is great for testing, your profit is about $18. But once you scale and order bulk inventory directly from a manufacturer, your costs absolutely plummet. Your profit for that exact same $35 sale jumps to over $28. You're doing the exact same amount of marketing work, but you are massively increasing your margins simply by taking actual ownership of your inventory.
And beyond just the extra profits, the difference in the customer experience is huge. Dropshipping often means 10 to 20-day shipping times, which inevitably lowers customer trust. But owned inventory, that means you can deliver in 2 to 5 days with fast, accurate tracking, creating a truly premium experience. Ordering your first batch of just 200 to 500 units is the ultimate game changer. It doesn't just fix your profit margins, it secures the fast shipping speed required to turn a one-time buyer into a highly loyal repeat customer base.
Which brings us to our final and honestly most important question. Are you ready to stop watching others win and start building your own asset? The Becom 2Ecom framework proves that building a $1 million international brand in 2026 doesn't require massive startup capital, a fancy business degree, or natural genius. It just requires a single hero product, a clean presentation, and a consistent organic content strategy. Remember, consistency always beats raw talent. So take that first step, pick your niche, and start building your asset today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I seriously can't wait to see what you build.